Jimmy Wales, one of the more popular founders of Wikipedia, says that the mission of Wikipedia is much more bigger than just creating a killer website. That is, it has a larger mission of affecting the world in a positive way. I must confess that Wikipedia has been a blessing for me personally because I visit the site almost every day. And I believe it will be the same story for millions of people across the world. So I decided that to get a guest who really understands Wikipedia to educate us. With me is Olatunde Isaac, a scientist and a member of Wikimedia Foundation. He currently has the highest number of articles by a Nigerian across all disciplines on Wikipedia. Welcome to Tech Trends.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
All right, congrats on the fact that you have the highest number on Wikipedia. How did it start?
Thank you very much. Well, it started last year, out of curiosity to know more and to impart my knowledge and skill to help others. And that was why that's how I found myself on Wikipedia. And since then, I've been contributing significantly to the project.
Wow. Okay, so what steps should someone take to get started on Wikipedia?
Well, it's a very simple thing. All you need to do is to register an account with Wikipedia using a username. It's a user-generated encyclopedia. So all you need to do is to register an account with a username of your choice and your email address, and that's all.
And that's all?
That's all. And you can just start to do some editing. Maybe you start with manual editing before you talk about creating articles.
Yes, but the thing is, can I get to Wikipedia to talk about myself?
No, it is unacceptable.
Why?
Simply because it will obviously violate our policy on neutral point of view. No editors is allowed to write about him or herself because you will definitely violate that policy. Because once you get there, you want to promote yourself. So you will not maintain that neutral point of view. So I think it's strongly discouraged.
But are you saying that editors don't have their own personal profiles?
Of course, editors that meet our primary notability criteria will have their own personal profile, but they will not create it themselves. Someone with no conflict of interest, who knows that, okay, fine, you are notable, write about you. You can't just write about yourself.
Wow. Personally, I think that Wikipedia is one very complex platform. And I need to demystify it as much as you can. The stages in Wikipedia, because you set up an article and the next thing you see all sorts of people, admin, auto patrol, and all sorts. Take us through, the rudiments of Wikipedia. How does it operate?
Thank you very much. The model of Wikipedia is based on openly editable content. That is, anyone can can edit Wikipedia and can create article on Wikipedia, as long as they have access to the internet. But subject to the Wikipedia policies and guidelines. So as a beginner, once you get to Wikipedia, you need time to study how the community works. You don't just get there and begin to write articles. You learn how things work on Wikipedia because there are a lot of guidelines and policies. In fact, we have over 1 million guidelines and policies that you must follow to contribute usefully to the encyclopedia.
Over 1 million?
Over 1 million. So, but sometimes when you come to Wikipedia with the aim that you want to promote yourself, you will be disappointed. Because once you get there and you write about yourself, of course, one editor can just see the nonsense you write and just pick it and drop it somewhere. So that is how it works. But as a beginner, you need time to learn how it works. And once you are writing, you must write, on notable topics. You don't just come to write anyhow. You understand? So, and what are the notable topics? The topics must have been the subject of, significant coverages, in reputable newspapers, books and all that. You understand? So once that is met, then the article is good to go. Okay,
let's talk about business opportunities. I know that you will likely tell me that people don't make money on Wikipedia, but is that true?
Well, it's a voluntary, service. We contribute to the encyclopedia not with the aim of making profit, but with the aim to contribute our knowledge. To improve on, on human, knowledge. That's the aim of that. In fact, that was why the encyclopedia was created by Zimbabwe in 2001. So not with the aim to promote yourself or to make money. So that's what we do. All we do is just to contribute knowledge. That's all, and nothing more.
But I know consultants who charge as much as £1,000, $1,000 and above to get profiles on Wikipedia. What do you have to say about that?
Well, Fred, I must tell you, Wikipedia is not aware of that. It is very illegal.
That's why they are called consultants.
Well, it is very illegal. Once you do that and you are caught, then you'll be banned from the, from the encyclopedia.
It's not allowed to monetize.
It is forbidden, Fred. It is forbidden. It is prohibited. So you don't come to Wikipedia after you collect money from someone to write. It's not possible. It's not possible. And we have blocked a lot of people on that basis. So once we know that that is what you're actually doing, we'll get you blocked and you can no longer contribute to the encyclopedia. And the subject, in particular, the topic, will be deleted.
Completely. But someone else can also write about the topic later on.
If it's a notable topic, it's allowed.
What do you mean by a notable topic? You say a topic that is in the public domain.
No. That topic must have been a subject of significant coverages in multiple.
What about an individual?
I mean, what do you mean by individual?
So let's say somebody, let's say your name.
Yes, if I'm notable, if I've been the subject of multiple independent reliable sources, fine, I'm good to go. It's only that as an editor, I cannot write it myself.
What are these sources? Can you explain an example, use the Nigerian context and give us an example of these notable sources you talk about?
Okay, when you talk about reliable sources, we talked about, reputable newspapers, not blogs, not Facebook. Like, talk about the Punch newspaper, talk about...
Yeah, but how would Wikipedia know that they are reputable?
Yeah, of course. Editors are aware of that. That's why we have editors from Nigeria. So Nigerian editors are familiar with all those things. Okay. And that is why it is better for, a particular editor, peculiar to a region to review a specific articles. You don't just go and review articles you're not familiar with.
So how many Nigerians are part of this Wikimedia Foundation?
Wow, we have a very low number of, editors from Nigeria. And this could be attributed to lack of awareness.
Lack of awareness.
Yes. Although a lot of people visit the, the website, just to access information, but they don't have the awareness that they can contribute significantly to the project. So all they do is to access information and leave the project. And that is why we have a very poor, representation of Nigerian related articles on Wikipedia.
Yes, I had that in mind. I mean, Nigerian articles in Wikipedia are extremely poorly represented. Poorly represented. So how can we change that?
Well, first thing we need to do is to create an awareness. You understand? We'll let them know that the encyclopedia is an openly, editable encyclopedia. That is, they can also contribute to it. You don't just go to a place to get something without, contributing. You understand? So our youth, I mean, most especially scholars, we need scholars from Nigeria, to contribute to the encyclopedia. So they need an awareness. They need to know that, fine, this is an encyclopedia that I can contribute to, not just to access information alone and go out. But
the scholar has to be gainfully employed because there's no way to make money on it.
Well, he has to. He has to. He may just be doing that as an additional thing,
Like charity.
Just a voluntary service, okay. Not with the aim of making profit.
Okay, all right. So what do you think is the future for Nigeria and Nigerian articles in Wikipedia? What do you think?
Well, since the inception of Wikipedia, we have been trying to create awareness on, on how the encyclopedia works. And with that, I think we have, actually seen a lot of people joining the encyclopedia from Nigeria. And with that, the encyclopedia has improved significantly. As we have seen, to an extent, a turnout from, Nigerian editors. And with that, we can achieve the best.
I want to thank you so much for coming on Tech Trends today.
It's my pleasure, Fred.
All right, you've heard from my guest. It is possible to be part of the Wikipedia encyclopedia, and all you just need to do is just register a username and a password and get started. We'll be right back. On our Tech Clinic segment today, Kolawole sent an email asking us to recommend a basic smartphone for him. Now, Kolawole, a decent smartphone should come with a 1 GHz processor, 512 megabytes of RAM, 8 gigabytes of internal storage, and then at least an 8 megapixel camera. Luckily for you today, there are cheaper phone options and brands out there that you can choose from. If you want higher specs, then you have to have more budget. I know you want me to be specific about the brand, but that won't be possible for now. So go out there and make a choice. Second question says, should I uninstall Adobe Flash based on recent happenings online? This came from Phil via my blog. Well, Adobe Flash used to be a very important piece of software back in the days, but not anymore. Majority of top internet companies actually want Adobe dead, with only a handful of them still supporting it. With all that said, I still have Flash active on my PC, that my browser does not have to activate it by default. If I get to a website that requires it, my browser asks for permission, that sort of prevents hackers from dropping malware on my system. Long and short is that Adobe Flash has a lot of security flaws, so use it wisely. Thank you for everyone that have sent in their questions. Please keep them coming. I promise to take them weekly as much as I can. I believe that African techies have the capacity to develop solutions that would solve some of our many challenges. For this to happen, we need to increase the funding and support for this sector. Remember, you can watch the entire show on the channel's TV YouTube page or via my blog if you have difficulties finding the video. I am Chukwemeka Agbata. Thank you for watching.